Hello, my name is Abdulaziz Khattak. I'm the editor of OGN Energy magazine at ADIPEC 2025, and I am an Aerzen stand. Aerzen is a pioneer in compressor technology and a competent supplier of technical solutions for process gas applications. I'm gladly joined by Sascha Sissiou, Regional Process Gas Director for Middle East, Turkey, and Africa. Sascha, thank you so much for giving us some time. Can you tell us briefly who Aerzen is and what you do?
Yes, okay, certainly. So Aerzen is a very traditional company. We have been founded 160 years ago. So we are a long time on the market in all the aspects that you just mentioned. As such, we have a global presence. We have about 50 subsidiaries globally, about 3,000 employees. And so every year we come here to the ADIPEC. And it's a great platform for us.
Great. And what is Aerzen participating in ADIPEC? What is it showcasing this year?
Showcasing what you see here, for instance, we do in gas processing, we do refrigeration. We do the complete package for it. We also do flare gas recovery, vape recovery, tail gas, boil-off gas. So any gas that you see on the elements of period, we have it and we can deal with this.
And how do these technologies contribute to the UE and the region's net zero goals?
Yeah, so that's a pretty good question. So what we do is, for instance, boil-off gas is reducing the CO2. We do also the flare and vape recovery. So flare recovery is probably one of the biggest contributor towards CO2. And that's the application that we have is ideal for this, to reduce it.
And are there any innovations that Aerzen will highlight or announce at ADIPEC?
Yeah, I wish there is something that is close to be announced, but I cannot officially speak about it. But what I can say is, we have now one of the biggest hydrogen compressors. It's a VMY A36 that is currently in test phase. It has been built in Germany and will be released probably by the end of the year and then onto the market.
So and I'm sure that fits into the sustainability region.
So exactly. So it was particularly developed for this kind of application, hydrogen. So hydrogen needs to be generated somewhere. It needs to be compressed, it needs to be transported, and this compressor is specially developed for this application.
In addition to that product, what else makes Aerzen different from its competitors?
Yeah, I would say the specialty of Aerzen and also the reason why we're that long on the market is because we do specialized, tailored, or you can say bespoke solutions. What does it mean? It means basically the customer sends us the gas composition, and we tailor and engineer this kind of equipment, the whole thing that you see, only for this particular opportunity. So what it also means is there is no standard. There is nothing that you can duplicate or use, let's say, in a certain application, and then once the gas field is depleted, you cannot take that compressor somewhere else. So it's really a bespoke solution, and there's a lot of engineering hours and efforts involved in this.
Now, digitalization has been one of the key pieces of this event. How does digitalization, or how big a role does digitalization play in your products and your company in general?
Yeah, as a matter of
AI as well, if that became how.
AI at this point, not that much, but digitalization in terms of having all the applications and the, let's say, the power range, the capacity, all the technical data available in a model that we also provide towards the customer and packages, so that they can modularize and play in brackets with this kind of thing. It makes it much more easier for communication amongst each other to find the right solution. So that's a big thing. AI not at this point, but it's in work in progress.
Sure.
Yeah.
And how would you want visitors or people to know about Aerzen?
Well, the thing is that most of us, they know us already, but they don't know us. What I mean by this is like, so we're present with the processed gas, but more on the side for wastewater treatment. So you will find any wastewater plant that is anywhere in the world, they will have Aerzen equipment. On the processed gas, we are a little bit sailing in the shadow, but we have a huge installed base of about 1,200 units in the Middle East, but we never really came forward with our, let's say, product and services. It's a very traditional company, and that's why we're around for such a long time. But now with the changes that will come end of the year, beginning of next year, And with the global presence that we have, and also with a lot of RFQs coming globally, in particular from Middle East, that will change.
Speaking of the Middle East, I want to know where the Middle East, the region, falls in your greater grand scheme of things. Aerzen.
Okay, good. So the region for us is basically Middle East and Africa. So Middle East is all the GCC countries, of course, including UAE, Oman, Qatar, and so on. But also what we see now recently, we have also subsidiaries in Nigeria and other African countries. And there's a huge demand to have us there present. So it's a big process to get there, but the interest is very high because they like the products. And they know it's reliable, they know it's the latest of the latest. So we are quite busy, I have to say.
Great.
Yes.
Good to know that you're busy. I'm
Yes.
to speak with you, Sascha.
Yeah, likewise. Thank you.